It's going to be bigger than that.
Hey guys, how is everybody doing? We are live streaming on 5 different channels. This is
Whoa,
crazy.
that is crazy.
Crazy. But I gotta tell you, we are absolutely stoked and excited. This is one amazing hell of a day, and we wanted to make sure you guys could come along for the ride and join us on this occasion as we do this awesome, badass, massive book launch.
Yay, we love book launches. And it's such an awesome energy of celebration today. I love this kind of energy. We have had an incredible book launch team helping us behind the scenes, you guys. Thank you to everybody on that book launch team. That's the very first thing that I want to say today. Because of them, we already hit #1 new release for Knowledge Capital on Amazon. You guys, that's like huge. That is saying something about the people that are on this team with us. So thank you. Can't thank them enough.
Absolutely. And it's just, and Laura and I are going to walk you through and something you popped up here. Awesome. Good morning, Miss Lucy. It's so awesome that you always check in with me. I really, truly appreciate it. We're going to walk you through our story, how we got together, how this all came about. But I'm telling you, this has just been such an awesome ride, an awesome journey. As her and I, we've been collaborating, we've been doing some really cool things. But to bring both of us, our high energy, our passions, and naturally be able to build and play off each other with this whole thing has just been phenomenal and awesome. And I can't tell you how much I feel like this is the tipping point,
Yes.
with everything that I've put in, everything Laura's put in. I really think the universe has been knocking on the door saying, about effing time you showed up. Let's really get together and do some amazing and awesome things.
Yes. And good morning, Joan and Connie. Thank you for tuning into this amazing live. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at on my phone. It's got to be my business page. I mean, when we're in 5 different places, I have no idea where you guys are too. You can comment and tell me where you're at. Are you guys on my business page? That feeling is real for me too. I know, like me, you have been working your ass off in your own business. And some days, we just recorded a podcast this morning about keeping yourself high vibe. And some days as an entrepreneur can really suck. You just fall into the pit of that mind trash. And like you were talking about earlier, when you've got a project like this, like the book, and you can flip your switch and aim laser beam into something positive that's helping other people, that's a badass tool for keeping yourself in that lane of high vibeness. And I appreciate that about you so much. I appreciate having somebody to kind of play in this playground with me that is not willing to dive into that pit for too long and not willing to let me do it. So yeah. Thank you, Donnie.
And you're welcome. And ditto. And Lucy just put on there, Laura, is that a wicked cool smile face on your shirt?
Yes.
She showed up this morning, guys, and she's like, this is my happy shirt. I said, no, you missed a letter. This is your hippie shirt. Big difference. Big difference.
Hippie, happy. This is one of my rave shirts, you guys. This is like when I'm ready to go. This is the shirt, right? I love it.
So as you guys are tuning in, tell us hello so we can say hello back to you. But let's walk you through, guys, how this all came about. For me, one of the things I learned in running my business is collaboration for the win, right? Get other people who have talents and skills that are not a strength of yours, figure out how to partner up and let badassery ensue. And that's literally what Laura and I have done with all this to make this just something that's just awesome to be a part of. So you guys know I have a podcast called Success Champions. And, when I first launched the show out there, I was putting feelers out there looking for guests and trying to find people that would, come on, be interested and have a cool story to tell. And Laura had the courage to throw her hand up and said, hey, I'd love, I'd love to be a guest on the show, and I'll let you take it from there.
Yeah, just I was beefing up my publicity and exposure, and I was making a lot of efforts to reach out to different podcasts, looking for speaking gigs. And Donnie said yes, and honestly, the rest is history from there. I think that when you feel somebody's energy on par with yours, it's kind of an instant mesh. And we took it from there and started to get into each other's worlds and groups on Facebook and understand, again, the strengths that we had. And I don't know, things just seem to fall into place. You know how you say everything happens for a reason, right? And you guys know by now that one of my loves is the writing piece. And I'm like, Donnie, you have like 5 books in you. Can we start writing your book? And I was writing for you a little bit, doing some blogs and doing some things. And, we sort of trusted in each other to help each other out with certain pieces of our business. And I just love how that worked out. And you guys, so maybe Oprah will take us on the show because we haven't met in person yet.
We've never shook hands, given each other a hug, nothing. We've done this all 100% virtually, which is just crazy to me. I love it.
Yeah, right? Me too.
But it's crazy that all this has come about, and because everybody's like, don't partner up with anybody on anything, because that shit doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well, we're finding a hell of a lot of success so far with everything we're doing, and we're already making money. I mean, which is cool on top of it. So
yes. Yeah. And so I want to tell you guys about this book because the excitement factor is real, and believe it or not, Amazon has not given me my shipment yet. But here's how it looks. This is my little paper book, and it's actually got a back cover, and it even has a spine.
And guys, this thing is an actual like 8.5 by 11 size book, all right?
Yeah, we wanted to create a workbook. So, all my life, I've done things by writing them down, the, different goals, different strategies. I love getting it. I love doing exercises like that. So this is 16 chapters of practical exercises, you guys, from setting your business vision all the way down to researching speaking gigs and understanding about podcasts. And I don't know, I need my chapter content chapter here in front of me to tell you guys.
Donald Dawson gave us a really, really cool review that we used on the book. And basically, here's what it is. This isn't the fluff of how to write your LLC and, your business structure. No. This is a workbook that takes people who have already gone in and launched a business, figured things out a little bit, but are ready to really ramp up and scale. Because we talk about business vision, we talk about business development, we talk about sales, we talk about, networking and collaboration. We talk about mindset and getting out of your own way. In each chapter, which is fun, is Laura writes a section in that chapter, I write a section in that chapter, and then there's a workbook attached to each one of these chapters where you can go through and actually do activities to help you implement what you read. So it's not like a self-help book where you've read it and you take your own notes and write it down. We actually walk you through real activities right in the moment that allow you to apply them instantly to your business. That's what gets me so excited about it.
It's fantastic in that sense that we're giving you the experience. We need to give you the practical experience for this to be not a waste of your time, because how many books, honestly, you guys admit it, how many have you read and it pumped you up and got you inspired and then you like put it down and you kind of forget because you're not actually in action with what they're saying. So we want to get you in action from chapter 1 on. Hey, Sarah, good morning. Thank you for tuning in. Sarah has written all kinds of interesting she got her book right away.
I haven't even got mine yet.
I know. Oh my God. Okay. I want to read what Chad Jackman said about the book. And he was one of the people on our launch team. And if you're listening to this, Chad, thank you so much. He says, this book was a total game changer. I'm still in the infancy stages of my business. And fortunately, this book crossed my path. Donnie and Laura have a no BS way of unpacking a business structure. And the exercises are super helpful. They definitely put my business on a path to success. I can't thank them enough. So thank you, Chad, for those awesome words.
That's awesome. You know, and here's the cool thing, guys, is for the longest time I told myself that writing was a weakness of mine. And it's because, you know, I was that guy that hated school. I didn't like teachers. I never liked anybody telling me what to do. And Laura said, dude, you've got a book in you. Let's figure this out and put it up. I'm telling you guys, she whooped my ass all the way through this, getting this book put together to get it out. But it's partially our story, our journey, the things that we went through, the good times, the bad, and we're teaching from shit that we've done and we've went through and we've learned. This isn't us being gurus. This is us just simply helping hold your hand through this process as you're scaling and leveling up your business, and going through this. I mean, we've already had people come to us with the idea of maybe they should start their own book club with this, and you know, get a few of their friends together and go through this chapter by chapter and learn by themselves to really get this. I mean, guys, the book just launched and ideas like that are popping.
Yes, you guys, think about this like an you know how book clubs are, well, whatever book clubs are, but have you ever heard of an entrepreneur book club where you take those awesome books and the books that you want to learn from, and you go chapter by chapter? Hey, anybody who's out there thinking, oh, I want to book club that with a group of my entrepreneur friends, Donnie and I will help guide you through. We can come do a guest Zoom with your group. Listen, we are wide open to those ideas. This book is absolutely perfect for that idea. So we're looking for some leaders in that department. Reach out to us.
Yep. You know, and here's the thing on your journey, you know, of running your business. I didn't have any sort of guide. I didn't have any sort of book in front of me. And I'm a reader. You know, those who know me well know I read a ton, or I listen to audiobooks a ton. And so I was grabbing a lot here and here and here and here and here. But I had nothing that kind of walked me through step by step. So when we sat down to write this, we literally wrote out, okay, what are the things that we wish we had known in our business, right? What are those things that we wish somebody would have said along this ride, along this journey, so that we could, you know, get our businesses ramped up further? And that's how we wrote. Nice smiley face.
I'm totally interrupting you, being obnoxious. I was looking at my phone because Donald is on with us. Hey, Donald. And
read his.
I will. And I want to read part of Donald's deal, which is like amazing. But Connie actually had a question. She said, how long did it take from start to publish? Well, and the writing process, what? Did you even keep track of that? It was like a miracle.
Yeah, dude. We wrote the entire book in 2 weeks.
Like how
Laura
can that
actually
even
wrote it in one, and I was like, holy shit, she wrote faster than I am. So I jumped in and had to gear it up. But she did it in such a cool way. I mean, she teaches this, but she did it in such a cool way, guys, where we wrote down all the different chapters, and then each day we sat out to write that chapter. So she'd say, okay, let's write this chapter. Let's write this chapter. Let's write this chapter. And that made it so easy to freaking do and be able to pull off. But when did we start that?
Yeah, it's a good question. But, you know, you're making me want to help any entrepreneur listening about this book process. You know, that's not typical. Okay. I write a lot. I also have in my mind a structure and an outline, and that helps the writing process move along. So basically I was just grabbing Donnie by the shirt and going, come on, we're doing this. And
I was too.
Yeah. I was like, okay, next one, next chapter. And he was actually taking the action, which is key. But what I want you to realize as an entrepreneur is your book is in you. Your signature nonfiction book is what you're already loving and teaching other people. So honestly, you know, Connie, like this from start to finish, this was not difficult for us because we had already been teaching, workshopping, all of the topics. And so when you sit down to write and you have that structure, the writing part is easy. What you need afterward is a very good editor and proofreader to make sure that that book makes sense, flows well, gets, looks professional, etc. Right.
Yeah.
But from start to finish, it really wasn't that difficult. And you guys can do it too.
I think it probably took us 2 months if I really try to
Yeah.
think when we first started this to get through it, to go from idea to Amazon, was about 2 months full in process.
Yeah.
Um,
And thanks to a lot of people on that little journey. Justin helped us with our little yin yang
yeah.
logo. I had a front cover and interior designer working on that book for me. You guys, it takes a small team, Okay, before I forget, Mr. Donald, thank you so much. The shorter part of his blurb that is on the book, and I'm just going to give you that short. Bottom line, this shit is gold. Good, solid, actionable information that even if you just do a chapter here and there, you will improve your business. Take it from me, Mr. I Hate Business Books, Donald Dodson. I really appreciated his longer version, which you guys are going to read on the back cover of the book and in the book. But he was basically saying, God, I hate business books because it's always the guru giving all, telling about their story and this and that and all the stuff. And it's not really practical, actionable advice that gives you the experience. And, thank you, Donald, for your words. They mean a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And this isn't a monologue diatribe, long drawn out book. This is, each chapter is almost like a little micro book in itself. Is you're going to hear, my take and that's what's fun, I think, also about this is it's not just one person saying, hey, this is how it's done. Even in the chapters, Laura and I in some spots were almost saying the same thing, but from two completely different perspectives. So you're not just getting it from me, the sales guy, saying, hey, do this. You're also getting this from a badass, healer, health practitioner that's saying, this is how I did it. This is how I interpret it. So
yes,
it's hardcore, it's badass, but it's real and practical along the way.
And the beauty of the collaboration of the two of us, that's where that shines. Because when you see that, it's coming from two different perspectives, we know that there are 100 business perspectives out there. There are 1 million stories, but so when you start to put those things together for people, some people will nod their head at the healer part of the story. Some people are going to be nodding their head at Donnie's stories about learning how to sell and doing your business development. But what we wanted to do was bring those energies together to show you guys how, when you integrate them, you come up with something bigger and better and awesome. And I'm totally, speaking of high vibe selling, I'm totally going to plug that I have a 3-day book writing workshop in the new year, you guys. We have a mastermind together. We want you guys to succeed in these things, and we want to pull you along. We will grab you and drag you along if you're ready and willing to be dragged. We've got some things for you guys to do.
Well, and Dotson just put on there, the focus of your book is on us, the business owner. And that's the truth, is we wrote this so that if you took the actions that are laid out in the workbook, you will get where you want to go. I mean, this is, you hear people on the stage all the time. And they're like, look, I can tell you how to get to the freaking freedom, success you're trying to get to. But if you don't take the actions, it won't happen. We put the action steps in the book for you to actively, so you don't go, okay, but what do I do? They're there. It's almost like we're sitting beside you, holding your hand, going, here's the actions you need to be taking in your business, work on them and start moving in that direction. And that's, I really wish I would have had this as I was going about my journey, as I was,
I know. Me too.
moving forward. I was, that guy that was constantly putting myself on an island. I didn't want people to see how much I was screwing up and how I wasn't being that business owner that everybody was seeing or thought that I was being, so I wasn't good at doing the whole reaching out and asking for help and advice. I think if I had this book along for the ride, I would have been more quick to reach out to other people, but I'd also have that guidebook to sit alongside me to be able to reference, okay, this is really what I need to be doing in my business. This is that next step I should take, versus me, having utter chaos in my business and all over the map, trying to figure out how to not say yes to every deal that came through because I was so desperate to pay the bills and everything else, but really actually structure and build a badass business.
Yeah, man, I got a lot of thoughts about that. You said something about that's wanting me to read Stacy's blurb. It says, to accomplish anything great in life, you need a coach. And by using this workbook as it's meant to be used, it will be like you have two amazing coaches sitting right in front of you, holding your hand and guiding you to create an incredible business that will then help you to create an incredible life. If you're questioning if this book will help you get where you want to go, the answer is a resounding yes. Just do it. And that's from Dr. Stacy Snow, who is a fellow physical therapist and the owner of Tranquil Place PT and Wellness. Stacy, I'm going to give it up right now, was my ideal client. And she is one of those people from the very, very beginning that I created for. And you guys, there's something about the purpose of when you have that person in mind. And, Donnie talked about getting up in the morning and knowing that you're helping a lot of people. Sometimes when you're helping that one person and it's making a difference in their lives, that's enough. Yeah. Right. And so thank you so much, Stacy, for those amazing, kind words. It's exactly what we were hoping for.
And Lucy on LinkedIn, it says, awesome, bringing both the business concept and a mental concept together as a system to create and build a business. And that's it. I mean, that sums it up. That's exactly what we did, is bridge the two worlds and say, okay, it's not just the action in the business, it's the mental game behind the business. And we talk about both on the journey. Because guys, how many of you, as you're going through your journey, have the roller coaster life of, oh, this is awesome, best decision ever. Oh my God, I need to go get a job, and you're balancing this idea. That's why we wrote this damn book, to help flatline that out to a growth trajectory, by you being able to get that constant learning to be able to take those right actions, keep your mindset right, and continue to move forward. And, or another way of putting it, Laura interprets me for all you healer woo-woo people.
And I know I don't know if you did it already, I can't see it, but I know you're going to drop the link for everybody, the Amazon link for the book. And remember, you guys, that if you are an entrepreneur, or if you even know an entrepreneur and they've been in their business and they're working it, man, they're maybe they don't have the community yet. Maybe they don't have some of these practical steps. My guess is that most, quote, business books are actually not putting you in business mindset. They're putting you in employee mindset. They're telling you all those little tasks that you need to do in the background, but they're actually not putting you into the business mindset that Donnie and I are teaching in this particular workbook. That might be one of the biggest differences for you when it comes to your growth and badass success, honestly. So we are very proud of what we've done with this. And we want you to know that is the mindset that we're going to be shifting you into. And there's a really great chapter on that about, what's the A list of tasks? What's the B list of tasks? Meaning there's stuff you need to delegate. Right. And we're getting you into making the lists for yourself and taking the leap of moving into more of the business mindset and what that actually means. So buy the book, you guys. Give us a review on Amazon. There is an ebook version for $4.99. Have your notebook and pen ready when you pick up that ebook. And then there's the paperback workbook version that you can open up, and you'll see we've got lines to write in. That's my preference, is those workbooks, because I'm just a writer and I absolutely love it. But for a small amount of investment, that's something that could change your business. We're excited, you guys, to share this with you.
Totally. And I think I got the link in all the destinations now,
There it
but
is. I see it. Awesome.
that took a little creativity on my end. I've not done 5 different channels at one go. So,
Yeah, that's
um,
crazy this morning. Oh my God.
um,
Hey, Antoine, I see you there watching. Thank you for watching today. Connie
Lisbeth, thank
says,
you.
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I'm excited. Elizabeth just jumped on there. Elizabeth Tans. We're
Oh, hey,
actually going to be
Elizabeth.
on her podcast, coming up.
Fantastic. I'm excited.
Dotson says I can read the passages on my Kindle and then write on paper version because I'm old school, but also because the notes are there for you to reflect upon later. Connie
Yes.
says I was already excited about your book, but now I'm even more excited after listening to this live.
We
Mission
hope so.
accomplished.
Yes. We have that
know,
excitement, and sometimes it's hard to express it when you're like all up in your excitement about it. But I'm glad, Connie. That's awesome. Thank
you know,
you.
and here's the thing, guys, is this has been a fun journey. As Laura's been on hers, I've been on mine. Um, uh, I as we talked about earlier, collaboration has been a beautiful thing in our businesses. We just happen to find this where we work really well together, and it's creating this whole badass high vibe, energy between the two of us. And I can tell you that in the private group that we have that goes along with the workbook, we've already inspired and helped people drastically change and improve their businesses by using the concepts and principles in this book. And that's what's been really, really fun, is watch people take the things that we're teaching, which is all the shit we went through, right? Was all the ups and downs that we went through. And I've always said there's 2 people in this world. There's people that are carving the trail, and then there's people that are following the trail. Well, there's a third one, but I won't talk about them because those are the people that aren't even on the path. But watching the people implement the things that we're teaching through there and help them find the success in their business has just been awesome.
It has been awesome. We actually have a huge quarterly mastermind meeting tomorrow. We are going to be doing business vision and ideal client avatar in the mastermind group. So what perfect timing to launch the book the day before, right? You guys, if this is hitting home for you, you want to jump into that community. We're ready to take you on. Your highvibebiz.com is where you're going to find information about that. And you guys can reach out via Facebook Messenger, LinkedIn Messenger, if you want to know more about it. But tomorrow, that meeting will be live streamed into our members group, and it's a half-day training where we're going to take you through some 2 heavy hitter foundational topics for your business. I'm really excited about that too.
Yeah, totally. And what's cool is in that particular meeting, we've got people that are going to be there live in person. They're going to get me, Zooming in from Zoom. We're going to broadcast it live in our private Facebook group along with that. And that's how this whole thing came about. Is we were trying to find a way to help people finally build that business they were trying to set out to build, and get out of this employee mindset and level up and actually move their business forward. And that's where we're at. That's what's making this fun, to put this all together. So, my promise, Laura's promise, is if you guys get this workbook and if you so desire, come hang out with us. If you implement the things that we put our heart and soul into writing and putting out there, I promise you'll find that freedom you're looking for. Because as you go through it, and you'll see it as you go through the book, man, we really put everything we had into these chapters and really wrote it for you guys on your journey. And the feedback we've already gotten, the responses from people we've already gotten, has just been awesome. I mean, when you read some of the reviews from people, you're like, holy hell, we did it. That's what it feels like to me.
Yes.
Which is just a really damn cool feeling.
Yes. Oh man. Yeah, it is a really cool feeling. And we love you guys. We love you. Thank you so much again to the launch team for helping us get that book really literally launched onto Amazon in already a super awesome way. I think I already mentioned it was a #1 new release in Knowledge Capital. Today, launch day, you guys, a formal launch day, even though that book has actually been live for a little under a week. is the day we are hoping that you guys will love this enough to hit share and send it to your friends and talk about the book and talk about who we are and what we do. I'm in Bethesda, Maryland, just 5 miles outside of DC. Donnie is in Fort Worth, Texas. Yes. I didn't know if it was like a tinier city outside of Fort
Well, it
Worth.
really is. It's Azle, but nobody's gonna know what Azle is. So
all right. And we're collaborating like this today, like we do on live, but we've got a lot of energy going around, and we need your help to make it, spread a little further. So hit share on a post. They're all over today. We're going to be totally annoying about where this is posted. Share on the live stream. Thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. And I really believe this. Laura and I have said this since we've got together doing this, is badasses unite and badasses rise together. And
yes.
And we could not be where we are without a lot of you guys championing us, cheering us on as we go through this process. It's just been a lot of fun, and I'm truly honored to work side Laura with this. I'm truly honored to watch you guys on your journey as you level up and really go for it in life. I'm so excited for when you find that freedom moment to where bills are no longer an issue, where your business is where you want it and you're finding that success in your business. I'm so excited for you in this moment right now, knowing that this is probably going to be that thing that catapults you to where you want to go and get you to that level of success you sought out to get when you started this whole thing off.
And you guys, we know if you're an entrepreneur, you're not going back to your day job. We know that. And we know how hard that is some days. And that's the whole mission behind this, is we're here for you to help you create that community. Wendy, good morning. Thank you. And thank you, yes, for purchasing. You're awesome. You're badass. We love you for that. And thank you, Donald. Thank you. Just some people popping on there.
Yeah, awesome. And Lucy on LinkedIn says she used to live in DC. So,
okay.
But I mean, that's it, guys. Here's what I want you to see. As you're in your business and you're moving forward, keep moving, right? Keep taking those steps forward, because it took me a while to find Laura and her business and what she did. It's taken her a while to find me, and we just figured out how to collaborate together as we go. But if you keep moving forward, if you continue to take the action in your business, good things will and are going to happen for you in your business. The biggest thing, and you'll hear me say it in a book, is that I told myself a ton of times on this journey, is this is that moment. Right? This is that time. This is that moment you always read about in the books. You always hear people speaking on tapes and on stages and everything else, where they said, if I could just hang on through this, I could get where I want to go. Guys, I'm telling you, this is your moment. This is that time that when you grab these principles, start applying them to your life, your business, this will be the catapult that gets you to where you're trying to get in your life. This is going to be that moment for you. I promise that.
Yes. So yeah, I don't know. I was just sitting here listening to you, and I was thinking to myself, I'm looking at our title, and I wonder if people are wondering, why high vibe? Like, why isn't this just a strategic workbook for entrepreneurs, right? You guys get it, right? Like, you get that the high vibration piece of who you are and who you're being out in the world in terms of all of these things we've talked about today. That is what matters. That is going to bring you up to that next level. It's your mastering that mindset, that higher vibe mindset every single day, being unapologetic about who you hang out with in that realm as well, right? Why high vibe? Because that's the way, that's the way we do this, in a way that we stay healthy and we actually have fun, right? It's why I have my happy face shirt on today. Like, if we aren't having fun, then fuck it. Like, why are you even doing it if it's not fun, right?
Absolutely. And Wendy, thank you so much. She just bought it. She says, I have time today to dig right in today.
Oh,
I'm
you're
so
awesome.
excited. This is so awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you. You know, I feel like we're on a telethon.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
You know, but you know, here's the thing, guys, is we get one shot at this, right? This is our path. This is our journey. This is our chance to completely step into our greatness and fucking go for it. Let's go for it. We're along for the ride. I promise, as you read this book, you're gonna feel like you're sitting next to us the entire time, because we did not come from a guru status. You're gonna hear the pain from some of our stories. You're gonna hear the wins from some of our stories. You know, it's almost like we're gonna be holding your hand literally all the way through this. I'm excited to get your guys' feedback and what your takeaways, what your lessons learned, how you applied this. And I promise you, Laura and I are going to be sitting back, and we are going to be so cheering you on and watching your businesses take off and skyrocket. And we're going to celebrate with you guys. And that's the moment I'm really looking forward to, is when you guys start, you know, catching that freaking spark and your business starts moving and growing. God, we're going to be your biggest cheerleaders and be in your corner for this ride.
100%, you guys. Promise me that whether you grab an entrepreneur friend and do the book with them, or you join our community to do it with, or you just build your own community, promise me that you will get off your island and do that somehow. And then when it's time to celebrate you and you're looking around you at your possibly family and friends who just don't get it, please reach out to us. We get it. We understand it. We will be in celebration with you. You need to build your own family if you're an entrepreneur. This is so important.
Absolutely. And hey, Todd McCann, I see you on LinkedIn, brother. Good to see you. Guys, and one of the concepts Laura and I came up along this journey that we've so embraced in our own lives and businesses is this whole idea of stacking joys. And it's really been one of the kind of the foundation pillars for everything we're doing. And what we mean when we say stacking joys is stack those small wins, stack those small victories, celebrate that shit, and really start going for it in your life and watch what happens. And literally, if you take a book like this and you get 5, 6, 7, 8 little people around it with you, you guys can stack joys together and you guys can celebrate your own wins and really turn this into that vehicle in your life that gets your business to that level where you've been aiming at, man. I'm telling you, empowered me to finish my book. It's actually written, needs to be smoothed, and then I am now in it. Thank you.
Who's that?
Lucy on LinkedIn.
Oh, hey, Lucy. Congrats
so awesome.
on that. That's a really awesome step to be at, right? Like, it's written and I'm on to the next steps. I know how that feels. I get to, oh man, am I blessed to be able to tell you guys that with your High Vibe business book and a poetry book coming out this month as well, I get to say I'm an 8-time published author. When you get to the point of it's written and now now it's time to like either have it edited, proofread, or get it out into the world, like take your next step. It's scary as shit. And it takes a warrior to get your words out into the world. I did it for the very first time in 2012 with a memoir. And those were real stories about my real life. And everything changed after that day. Be brave. Get your words out there. They will change somebody else's life. And that is where that purpose-driven feel comes into your world. And it may just change everything.
Yeah.
I love it.
Absolutely. And everything, you've heard the great books written about tribes and finding your people. This is where this all comes down to for us, is we wrote this for the person in the trenches going through it. We wrote this so our people, our kind of people, the badasses that are really going for it, can come together and find collaboration like Laura and I have found here and light this damn world on fire. I mean, you guys are literally the spark to light other people up. And as your businesses get more badass, and as you grow, and as you step into your badassery, I promise that the people are going to be like moths to the flame, coming to you and making this world just completely light on fire and going for it. I if you can't tell, we're excited.
Just a little bit. I know, just a little bit. Wendy, I see you. Wendy, I hope that we're already friends on Facebook, but if we're not, let's do that, because the poetry people are real too, and they are badasses going for it. So Wendy said she's also a poet and a lyricist. Yeah, the poetry stuff has been a healing journey for me, as is every single book that I write. You guys, being an entrepreneur, you automatically, whether you know it or not, signed up for a healing journey, because you know, you learn things along the way that completely change like who you are as a person. So just being an entrepreneur means you've jumped onto that path with us, and I congratulate you for being a fellow badass and warrior there. Pat yourself on the back for that. Remember every morning that you wake up that you are doing this, and you need to be proud of yourself for doing it. It is not for sissies. It is not easy. And that is why we are, preaching the idea of a community here, because it really does take the village to make this happen. High vibe, you know?
And Todd McCann on LinkedIn is saying, you know, I've been told by 100 people to write a book. Maybe I should start to write one. Dude, I will tell you, I am 100% proof that everybody has a book in it. Laura kept telling me, she's like, dude, you've got a book, you got a book, you got a book. And
if you hang around me long enough, your book will be right. Yeah, it will happen, no doubt.
Yeah. And here's the thing, guys, is one of the things that I've discovered on this journey of running a business is it's about showing up on it every day, taking those actions and moving forward. Part of this for me has been writing this book, because it took me so far out of my comfort zone to take the actions, because I don't like the way I write. And Laura really, really forced me to up my game on this and put my thoughts to paper and really get out there. I can speak on stages, I can go live, I can do all that, but to take the thoughts out of your head and actually put them physically down. And this is the first time, this is the longest I've ever written in my entire life, was this book. and it was such a cool process, because not only did I have to think about, okay, what's the story that goes along with this theme in this chapter, is how do I write this and explain it that somebody else can embrace and grab this and apply it to their life and business. That was and I got so many ahas from me writing my own stuff and then reading Laura's stuff. It was insane, the things that I immediately implemented in my business, as I was like, oh, that's it. That's how I say in this particular moment. So Laura, seriously, thank you for taking me through that journey.
Oh, my total pleasure. The most transformational book you will ever read is the one you write. So being an entrepreneur is a healing journey. Being an author is another piece of that healing journey, you guys. And I know you're ready. And Miss Cayenne, good morning. Another poet has joined us on live this morning. Miss Cayenne is going to get her book out real soon. Her next book, maybe. Yeah. So yeah. We're here for you guys. We're ready to help you along, whatever it is you need to do. If you want to up your sales game, Donnie's ready to make that a reality for you. You want to write your book. You want to step on a stage. You want to get on some podcasts. You want to get down the clarity in your business vision and your ideal client. We're here for you. We're ready to get that to be the reality of your daily life and your business. You are going to be taking action. It's going to be scary as shit some days, but we're moving through it anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is on you to take this massive action, right? And the first step may be buying a book like this, but this is so Todd McCann says he wants to connect with you from LinkedIn. So I'll make sure that introduction happens.
Thank you.
But guys, this is that moment, right? This is that time when you can step into your greatness and you can unleash and literally build that business. If you're the badass that is ready to rock and roll, jump in with us and let's do this journey together and have a lot of freaking fun doing it. You're going to be blown away by how much you discover about yourself going through this workbook, how much it impacts you and your business, and how far you're going to grow while doing this. This will force you to evolve and level your game up so you can completely step into this moment in time. And dude, I promise you will unleash once you go through this.
Go buy the book for us today, you guys. Help us to Amazon bestseller status. We're going to get it today and or tomorrow with your guys' help. If you aren't an entrepreneur, but you know one, this is going to make an incredible gift. When you guys are ready, you've read a bit of the book, you've worked through some exercises, please go leave the review. We have 11 beautiful reviews up there already. Thank you, launch team. Thank you for getting us going. You guys are going to be able to read what
12.
they're saying. 12. We've got 12. All right. The more reviews you have on Amazon for you authors and prospective authors, Amazon's going to show that book to more people. Our goal is to get 25 reviews up. If you guys want to be one of those first 25, our goal is to have more than that. But right now in launch, right? So we just ask you, click on that link. There's an ebook version. There's a paperback version. Buy the book today. Hit share. Let's blow
Wendy
this
just
up.
said she's going to share the shit out of this on social media. Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you.
Yeah, and for those guys who are watching on different channels, we are live on 5 different channels. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and different pages and groups. This is insane.
How is that possible? How is that even possible? Oh my gosh.
Gotta love technology.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, guys, is collaboration for the win. Go get this book, go step into your greatness in your life, go get after it. You got a book in you, go write it. You got a business to run. Let's help you run that business and get it to success. Let's all go for it and watch this world unleash in front of you and have a lot of damn fun. Go buy the book, leave us a review, guys. Much love before you do it, but leave us a review out there so we can inspire and touch as many people as possible so they can go after their life.
Thank you, guys. A million times thank you. What a fun day. We'll be back here and there on social today to just report in at on the Amazon status. This is something we do on launch day, which kind of makes you a little insane, but we're going to be watching those stats, and we truly thank you for your help.
Guys, and share this out. If you'd honor us to do a watch party on Facebook, if this was a value to you, you can
Great idea.
You can share this into your private groups or whatever else. Do a watch party with it. That would mean the world to us. So if you have a group of people, literally just take that video, share it straight into your group, do a watch party with it. You can chat right along with this whole thing, and other people can get that same feeling and vibe that you got from it. So thank you guys for everything. Thank you for being badasses. Thank you for supporting us in everything that we do. We just truly love and appreciate you guys for being along for the ride. And support Laura's hippie shirt collection.
Love you guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.
All right. One last comment. I'll put it in there. Here we go. Boom. So that hits all the platforms. So thank you guys. We'll catch you on the flip side. Good times.
See ya.